Bonjour tout le monde and welcome to Musings of a Fox. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Gabrielle and welcome to my channel. Also welcome to my new backdrop, my new setup. This is very exciting. I still have a little bit more changing. I want to get a different shelf set from IKEA, but for now this is what we're working with. This is what we got. We got some Goldie Starling makeup brush cups going on in the background. We have a missing S in Musings of a Fox. R.I.P. S. We lost it in the move, so it's Musings with an S. I don't ignore. It's cute. I didn't want to take it out, so there's me and hubby and yeah, and my makeup collection kind of strategically hidden behind me. So for my first makeup tutorial of 2019, I wanted to bring you guys the look that I have felt has been the best representation of what I want to look like in selfies and in real life. I was looking through photos to post to Instagram and I keep going back to this photo set from New Year's Eve actually, and I just really love the makeup I wore. It's like the prettiest I have felt makeup wise in quite a long time, and you know, I had a rocky January. Body positivity is not like a straight, once you've achieved body positivity, it just stays there. Everyone has their hits now and again, and I've certainly had mine. And so I thought, you know, maybe someone else out there is not feeling their greatest and would like a little bit of inspo. So if you are having some body positivity struggles and you like a glam full face, then I hope this video serves you well. It just gets you kind of back in your groove. So yeah, this is a lot of work, so let's get started. I feel like I'm rocking some Belle from Beauty and the Beast hair because I had to clip these curls back. As always, when I'm going for a glam look, I always start with GLAMGLOW's Glow Starter in Nude Glow because it smells so good and gets me in the mood to put on all my makeup, and it's just so beautiful under foundation. Apologies if you guys hear the new kittens crying. They're still not used to me filming and being away from them and talking in another room, so we're training, but there might be some cries, particularly from Castor because he's a big baby. Like a big baby. I think he's like 5 or 6 pounds now and only like 5 months old. He's gigantic. Ragdolls are huge. I thought Maine Coons were big, my goodness. Even though I'm going to move on to eyes, I do like to put on my primer first. So going in with Urban Decay's Optical Illusion Primer. This one gives kind of a white cast, but makeup usually can cover it, so it's not too bad later on. So now I'm going to bring you guys a bit closer for eyes, but not as close as I usually do because I am without my usual monitor and therefore I can't see as well when I go out of frame. So it's not going to be quite super zoomed in, but I think you guys should still be able to get most of the details. Yay! That should hopefully still be close enough so you guys can see what I'm doing without being like up in my eyeball, hopefully. Let's give it up for my eyebrows looking mostly human because I've been going to my waxer every month since last March, and I think they've been looking pretty darn good. I'm very happy. We're working on growing them thicker because they stop a little shorter than they're supposed to, but I think the early 2000s may have killed this brow territory, but it is what it is. Breaking from my tradition of Urban Decay Primer Potion, I'm going in with a MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Put that all over the lid, make ourselves a nice base. That's a good look. That looks healthy. Not at all jaundiced. Hot. Don't you feel the glam already, guys? I'm feeling it. Alright, the star of this look is the Norvina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but Anastasia's daughter Norvina. I have truly been loving this palette for a few months now. It works for office, it works for going out, it's just a really versatile palette, and after, you know, Prism and Subculture, I got really nervous to dive into this palette, but as you can see, it's dug into pretty well. It's not a pristine looking palette, it's very, very loved. Now, everywhere I put the soft ochre, I'm going to put the color Base, which kind of seems a little obvious. This is a Sigma Blending E25. To build up a crease, I'm going to go in with Incense in the same brush. Make it look like my eyes have dimension. So I'm going to start over where we've done the incense. I'm going to work a little bit of Passion in the first half. I feel like this palette is a little bit more connected than some of the others. I feel like some of the other ABH palettes have had like looks like sectioned off in just different parts of the palette, or they intended it for there to be like 4 looks and they just jumbled it so it looks really crazy and not cohesive. This is the first palette where I feel like everything can really work with each other. Alright, taking the brush I did with Incense, I'm going to go in with Volatile in the second half. So honestly, because I've bought Norvina and then the last few releases of Melt Cosmetics palettes, I haven't really paid attention to anything anybody else has released. So if there's been a palette in the past 2 or so months that you are really loving, let me know in the comments, because pretty much if it hasn't been Norvina or Melt Smoke Sessions, I have not paid attention, and I apologize. Don't feel like I'm missing much, but if I am, I would like to be made aware of my error. And because I want this lid color to really pop, I'm going to go back into Soft Ochre and clean up the lids from any spillage that I did not intend, so that the lid color can be nice and clean. For the lid, I'm taking my favorite version of a flathead brush, and that's Smith Cosmetics 256, and we're just gonna dive, I mean like just really smush into rose gold. It is my favorite color from this palette. I try and work it into like every look I do when I've been using this palette. It's just delicious. And I will say, it does come out looking chunky, but it is actually one of the like smoothest and longest wearing kind of metallic shade I've come across. It has like the most smooth, buttery consistency as the wear goes on. So I know those of us with crepey eyelids get a little scared when colors are chunky, but I promise this is very flattering to textured eyelids. So I'm putting that on most of the lid, leaving a little inner corner pocket. Taking a Sigma E30 pencil brush, we're going to go into that inner spot with Dazzling. Oh my gosh, guys, the silence that I now get when I film is extraordinary. To smoke it up in the outer corner, I am taking this brand new to me Envision 01 brush and a mix of Volatile, Passion, and Drama. Just kind of mixing that up. I love that this brush does so much of the blending and application at the same time for you. Brush was bought by me, of course. Let's not pretend I live in a dream fantasy world where companies send me their brushes. So if you're going for the I haven't slept in weeks or months or years look, you can leave it here. I, for one, am going to clean up the fallout using my new favorite method, and that is the Take My Face Off MIDI. This is the one they made in collaboration with Vlada of Vlada MUA, and it's my new favorite way to take off my makeup. And just put a little bit of micellar cleanser on there and it comes right off. Today for liner, I'm choosing to be a bit fiddly, taking the NYX Matte Liquid Liner and a liner brush from Smith Cosmetics. That is the 202 brush. It's super tiny, super detailed, and that's what I am going for today with this look. Because the tip on this one is a bit blonde, tendency to just go flat and then leave me with a really squared line for liner, which I am not a fan of. You know, you've heard of like the quickest draw in the West. I think I am the slowest liner on YouTube. I'm just not someone who can just swoop and go. I'm very careful. Not to say that people who can go fast aren't careful. I'm just not careful and fast. So I take my sweet time, which is why I typically super fast forward this part for you guys, or make you suffer through the real time of like several minutes of eyeliner application. There's like a few times I've gotten like one good swoop, but that's with an eyeliner pen that will no longer be appearing on this channel, I am sad to say, because the company owner is garbage. Real annoying thing is that I'm going to put on lashes and cover up so much of this work, but whatever. I know it's underneath and that's what matters to me. Just going to wing it just a tad. See if we can match that. We shall see. Okay guys, I'm going to throw on some Troublemaker mascara and these wispy lashes from Eyelure, and I will meet you for the rest of my face. I have to say, I'm still not comfortable showing my lash application process on the camera, but I am so thankful for this Eyelure glue. It's like the Eyelure by Vegas Nay glue. It has changed my eyelash game. I have not been one to wear a lot of eyelashes because I've had a hard time with application and finding glues that don't get everywhere, that aren't a mess, that don't peel up like after 2 seconds. And this glue and these lashes are like a perfect combination. So if you are eyelash apprehensive, I definitely recommend the Eyelure Vegas Nay glue with the wispy lashes. It's a great combo. So for complexion, for foundation, I'm actually going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Shameless Foundation. I wear color light Y210. I'm sure it's a very helpful title for artist types, but saying that my color is Y210 is not that snazzy for like a $40-something foundation. Also, the tube is really kind of inexpensive looking and scratches easily, but this is my favorite lightweight foundation to date. So you just think that Marc Jacobs package would just be a little more luxurious feeling, but the product inside is A++. This is the It Cosmetics brush, the Radiant Foundation brush. I am obsessed with these brushes. I have several of them because I need them. And we're just gonna, you know, paint your face and just really buff it in. Oh my gosh, I look so terrible in my little viewfinder thing. I'm not used to seeing the viewfinder anymore, so it's not favorable. This is the foundation I typically choose to wear to work because then I don't walk in looking like I have like a full glammed face. It's just nice and evened out. So it's like one of those ones of like, are you wearing foundation? I think she's wearing foundation. But it doesn't go like, ooh, you're dressed up, you're done up. Because do you hate that? I really hate that because I'm bad a lot of the time at like putting on a full face to go to work, and so when I actually like do a full face and I use a heavier foundation, everyone's like, ooh, where are you going? What are you doing? It's like, I need a little more coverage today. It's a great foundation to ward off nosy coworkers. As well as just one of my favorite foundations for letting my freckles shine while giving me the coverage I want everywhere else. Is it really helpful when I talk with the brush over my face? Is that good? Is that good for you guys? Oh, this viewfinder is messy with my self-esteem today. Honestly, I look like Uncle Fester in a wig. That's kind of the vibes that my viewfinder is giving me. So if I'm making like sour or not pleased faces, I apologize. It's just because my viewfinder is trying my last self-esteem nerve. I do need a little more coverage under my eyes because I have very dark under eyes and they need some more help. So I'm going to go in with the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in light beige and just get a lot of the excess off, so I'm only using a light amount of it. So this is the Real Techniques Instapop Crease Brush, and so it's supposed to be an eye like shadow brush, but my mom actually got me into it when she started using it for her like high coverage concealers. It's really nice and it has like a blending edge to it, but it also just really pats in the concealer really nicely. Oh, that is so much less festery now. My goodness, thank you. That's better. Okay. Okay, I can see this coming together now. I got this. I got this. So to set the rest of my face before we go to cheeks, I'm going to take the Lunatic Cosmetics High Definition Micro Pressed Powder, which is shaped like a planchette from a Ouija board, and I think it's a must for all the goth ghouls out there. It's incredible, as is the powder. To apply this, I'm going to take the Wayne Goss Airbrush brush, and I love because you can hold the mirror into, it's amazing. I don't set my cheeks, but I do set the area underneath where I don't apply a product. Yes, oh my gosh, I love this because it's such a blurring powder. It's really unbelievable. Like if I wasn't watching it like go on and blur like a blur tool, I wouldn't believe it. And for 20 bucks for so much powder, the best beauty deals from like the indie beauty community by far. I'm gonna take the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow palette. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. This is not anything new or exciting, but it is my workhorse. It's, you can see, it is actually a well-loved and used product in my arsenal. taking the kind of bronzer contour shade with a Real Techniques Instapop cheek brush, and then going into the nice, delicious, sweet smelling. So my face is going to smell like a creamsicle and peaches. And because I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to blush, I like to go back over my blush with my foundation brush to make it look like a more natural blush peeking through my skin rather than product sitting on my cheek. I think it gives it like a much more naturalistic look. And as I've said before, the highlighter in this palette is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. But because I am recreating a look I did on New Year's, I will show you the highlighter I used. It is limited edition and no longer available, but if you did manage to get it, or you can manage to find it on kind of like a discount, you know, secondhand something site, I want to show you how I use it, how much I use, and that is the BECCA highlighter in Parisian Lights. And so careful to use it from just here so I don't ruin the Eiffel Tower like imprint. Yes, this highlighter is my little like makeup baby, that one like you're always scared to use because once it's out, it's gone. It's really powerful, so I only use it with the Real Techniques setting brush actually, and I just kind of pat in there. It is a very yellow, it's a pink highlighter with a very strong yellow flash, but that actually gives it a beautiful candlelight glow in lower light settings. Obviously I have my two filming lights on, so it's a little bit more striking than it would be in like natural lights that I would encounter other humans in, or non-humans. So it might look a little yellow around the cheek, but it's actually very lovely in low lights. And just apply a little bit on my brow line as my highlight color, and then just a little down my nose, not too much. Before I put on lips, I want to set my face that is very, very sweaty from these hot lights with the Urban Decay Chill Spray. I love this spray. My only complaint about it is it kind of smells like McDonald's pickles. I'm not sure what herbal thing is in this that is supposed to be like super attractive, but to me it kind of smells like pickles. But specifically McDonald's pickles, if you know what I mean. Like McDonald's pickles has a very different taste and smell than like Vlasic pickles, so this is a very McDonald's pickle smell, but it really works, so I'll take it. I forgot brows. I almost forgot brows. Brows are pretty quick and easy. It is just Urban Decay's Brow Beater, because as I stated earlier, I'm working really hard on growing out my natural brows, and so I don't have to do as much filling in, but my brow hairs do not match my head hairs because I dye my hair, so they need a little bit of a darkening up. So this is Brow Beater in dark. I'm just doing a light, just a few hair strokes, and then finishing off with Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. The most asked question I got on my photo of this look was, what's on your lips? This is an older version, but it is the Urban Decay Liar lipstick with the Hi-Fi Shine lip gloss in Fuel. They are a lovely combination. I haven't worn gloss in a really long time because I have long hair, and so that tends to get caught in gloss, but not so much in the Hi-Fi Shine, which is really nice. And because this look is really soft, it's not one I feel needs liner. You kind of just slap the lipstick on and slap the gloss on over it. My favorite thing with the Hi-Fi Shine glosses is they smell like, they smell like Thin Mints. Actually, I think I have a box of Thin Mints in the house. I think I do. Okay, yes, much more Wednesday Addams than Fester Addams. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video of my favorite selfie makeup. Let me know what color combination is your favorite in your selfies, the one that you just can't stop snapping a pic of. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!